This year has been a great year for data at Vodacom. We have actually significantly increased the number of data customers. We have increased our revenue on data by 23%. And today, 28% of our revenue is actually coming from data. We have also increased the volume of data that our customers are using. We have increased our traffic by 62%. We've actually proliferated devices that are capable for data. For instance, smartphones. And over and above that, we have reduced prices of data. We have actually launched different bundles for different pockets. So if you look at our base today, we actually have got a bundle, we've got a package for every wallet. So more devices, bigger network, more revenue, more traffic, lower prices. So it's really been a great year for data. I really think we just started, because if you look at from a penetration perspective, we still have nearly half of our customers not using data. My simplistic argument is that anyone who can actually watch TV can consume data, because with all due respect, the biggest driver of data consumption moving forward is video. So if you look, for instance, globally, over 50% of the traffic is coming from Netflix and YouTube. We don't even have Netflix in this country. So we are actually at the beginning of the data revolution. So with more spectrum, with better capable devices, with better pricing packages, and most importantly, with a lot of content, locally relevant content, we are just at the beginning. So I would say the revolution has just started, and we're going to enjoy it moving forward. So in summary, actually, when you talk about this data revolution, it boils down into four things. Making sure that you've got a device that fits. I'm talking about entry-level smartphones to iconic superphones. I am talking about content, and I do say that video is the future. But it doesn't also stop there. We also have got music streaming. We're looking at sports, streaming, and so on and so forth. We also have to talk about pricing, affordability, making sure that we've got the prepaid guy with only $3 in his pocket to the red VIP customer who has to consume 5 gigs or more a month. And then the final one is the network, making sure that we've got the widest, the biggest, and the fastest 3G and 4G networks in the country. And that's really the game. I think it's very important for us to basically strike the fine balance between the voice decrease and the data revenue acceleration. So, like, we increased traffic by 62%, but we only increased revenues by 23%. Smart guy will say, why so much of a gap? But again, we have to basically drive affordability. So it's very, very, very important for us that the data is affordable, but at the same time, we responsibly decline the price, or we manage the pricing on the voice side. So it will always be a balance. It's basically going to be our jobs to make sure that net, this is a growth business. So we accelerate faster on the data, but at the same time, we make sure that the voice is not on a free fall. If you look at basically our priorities for the next year, number one priority is basically growing data. And growing data by doing what? One, making sure that we recruit more customers to start using data. As I say, nearly half of our base is not using data. And that basically means pushing smartphones. For instance, 4G devices. This year, the cheapest device we have on 4G is 1,500 rands. We need to make sure that the next financial year, we're actually bringing that below 1,000 rands. Of course, there's also going to be an expansion on the networks. There's also big deals that we're working on from a content perspective, especially video and music streaming, to make sure that we keep on accelerating or fueling the revolution. And again, from the voice side, we basically having some price ups And then we're also making sure that we're having effective time-based bundles to make sure that we basically manage the erosion of voice kind of like carefully. But really, our trump card, we are betting on data, and we have to play that game better than anybody else. And we need to basically take all our customers on board. We make sure that we've got an hourly bundle, we've got a weekly bundle, we have a monthly bundle. But it doesn't even stop there. We've got this thing called the money in the pocket theory. If a customer is most likely to have 5 rands in his pocket, at least we must make sure that there's a bundle for 5 rand and lower. As an example, we've got 50 megs for 3 rands on the power bundle that lasts for an hour. So, because if you think about data consumption, it has to be throughout, so all the time. So we basically having a price point for every wallet. That's really the most important part for us. So beside the price points on the data bundles, the other big play is devices. Devices for prepaid customers and also for postpaid customers. From a prepaid customer, we actually have devices as low as 499, 500 rands, and especially in entry-level smartphones. And we have sold over 1 million of that. For instance, the Vodafone Smart Kicker. From a postpaid side, we actually have device financing. You will realize, for instance, that the iconic devices like your Apples, your Samsung S6, we actually have to make sure that for customers who may like those kind of devices, because they actually give big ARPUs. So we need to make sure that we've got basically a device finance plan on those ones. So we actually have a lot of flexibility on our deals, again, to make sure that even if your price plan cannot actually afford that device, then we give you the option for you to basically finance it over 24 months. So we've got 2 big examples at the moment around pushing the content revolution. The first one is basically video for the low end of the market. We've got video play. What does video play basically allow you to do? So you basically get into your phone, and then you basically choose a video. Let's say maybe it's a 30-minute clip of Generations on SABC. So you download that, but it doesn't download immediately. It actually downloads overnight. So when you wake up in the morning, it greets you on your screen. You can watch 30 minutes for only 5 rand. And with all due respect, because the network during the night, it's not as busy as during the day, we're able to still monetize it and still basically make sure that the customer basically benefits, because it's going to be paying only 5 rand to watch basically 30 minutes. That's basically one initiative. The other stuff, for instance, is music streaming. It's basically the biggest driver of music consumption online. We've got a big deal with Deezer. So for 59 rand subscription a month, you can actually have access to over 35 million songs. And with a network like ours, so you're actually able to enjoy the best music. And again, there's a lot of interesting price packages around Deezer to make sure that, again, that we have music in every wallet. So we're looking at weeklies, we're looking at dailies over the monthly offerings that we have at the moment. The most important thing for us in this data revolution is a network that works. We've got the 4G network, the largest 4G network. We also have got the largest 3G network. But what we have done recently, we've realized that the growth opportunity for data also lies in the, I would say, the mid-income to lower income customers. We have actually accelerated our network coverage in the townships. We started the year at 44% 3G penetration in the townships. We finished the year at over 80% penetration. So today, 96% of the population is actually on 3G. And then we are making sure that everywhere we've got voice, we've got 3G. we're going for 100%. Again, knowing that we've got 3G, we've got 4G, we're going to deliver the best network experience. And with all due respect, that what customers know Vodacom for, we've got the best network in South Africa. And we put the investment behind it, not just for one segment, but all the important market segments that we have.